Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. After several years of work and nearly 200 meetings, the city's 2018 Comprehensive Plan update has been adopted. The Comprehensive Plan is meant to provide Edina with an outline for future development. The Metropolitan Council requires every city in the 7-county metro area to have such a plan, and state law requires that it be updated every 10 years. City staff and community members began work on the plan in 2016. Over the years, more than 180 meetings were held, including regular work sessions of the Planning Commission's Comprehensive Plan Task Force, large group public meetings, smaller community meetings, and listening sessions.
Very proud of it. Again, because it was just so comprehensive. I mean, literally comprehensive, with bringing in all of the other commissions and the public. There was just so much participation and opportunities for the public to be involved. And yeah, it was so collaborative. So very, very proud.
The City Council approved the Comprehensive Plan in December 2019, and the Metropolitan Council approved it in late June after requesting a handful of changes. The City Council adopted it in August. Breakaway Academy is moving to Braemar Arena for some of its daily training for student athletes. Breakaway Academy is a private school open to boys and girls in grades 1 through 8 who focus on hockey for athletics. Under a lease agreement approved last month by the Edina City Council, Breakaway Academy will use Braemar Arena 8:45 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. daily from approximately September 1st to May 31st. This is a time that is not normally used by Braemar and provides the city with the ability to diversify operations and capture revenue from additional ice hours. The use outlined in the lease agreement will not interfere with either Edina Hockey Association or Edina Public Schools ice times.
They do have a good reputation in the hockey community, but also their education. They're very disciplined. They really focus on values and morals of young people. So that's just a plus on top of hockey.
Breakaway Academy recently outgrew its former space and relocated students in grades 4 through 8 to the former Winter Park facility in Eden Prairie near Braemar Arena. More than 50 years ago, the Human Rights Commission held its first meeting with the goal of working on race-related discrimination and relations in the village of Edina. Edina TV brings you an interview with one of the founding members of this vital advisory commission as she discusses the challenges and successes they had in those early days.
Our first meeting was November 6, 1968.
Minutes saved from the first Human Rights Commission meeting in the village of Edina lists its members, 6 appointed by the City Council and 6 appointed by the school board. Mary Lou Carpenter was the acting secretary.
The then mayor said he didn't know why we had to have a commission because there weren't any minorities in the city, and so why would we need a commission? But they were mandated by the state.
Yet Carpenter says its members had a worldview of human needs and inequities. One of the Commission's first large projects was to designate a week in October as Human Relations Week.
Hundreds of people were involved in it, and it had such a feeling of unity.
In 1970, Human Relations Week included programs at every local church and created more than 50 workshops for students at area schools.
Some people were timid and thought if it's not broken, why do we fix it? And then there were others that thought it was definitely broken. Not as many, but people that had a more holistic vision, personally, that what it might be if we were able to change some of our experiences and our prejudices.
Civil rights activist Julian Bond was invited to speak in Edina. He told a crowd of more than 3,000 at a local high school, everyone has the ability to do something to fight poverty and racism.
Everybody has had some experience of non-acceptance, no matter even if they're white.
The commission also paid to have a traveling exhibit brought to Edina. called Color Me Mankind.
It talked about human rights and challenges and so forth. And then we built a program around that display, which touched pretty much every corner of this community, which I thought was very exciting.
Carpenter says change didn't feel imminent in 1970, but it does today.
I think that enough of the hopeful, optimistic, we can make it better people. I hope there are enough of them that we can somehow break down the violence and the resistance and make some changes that will be somewhat satisfactory to some of the people. You're never going to please everybody.
And even though it was challenging to be the first group doing this work, Carpenter considers her time with the Human Rights Commission to have been worthwhile.
It gives me hope because I can see what a small group of committed people can do. It didn't solve any problems, but it woke some of us up.
I'm Dan Carpenter for Edina TV.
You can explore an interactive timeline of human rights in Edina, as well as the history of the Human Rights and Relations Commission on the city's website, edinamn.gov. The Commission's page can be found under the Government tab. Just a reminder, the City of Edina is closely monitoring the spread of the novel coronavirus and is working hard to keep those who live and work here informed about COVID-19. Please visit edinamn.gov/coronavirus for the latest updates or sign up to receive City Extra emails or text messages. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.